10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So smooth.
Yeah.
Wow. Breath of fresh air. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present to you Sacramento, all the way from Texas. Worldwide, international, legendary, my professor, my great friend, mentor, great father, great man all the way around, Mr. Reggie Graham. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming out. Such a beautiful introduction. It fits the season.
Yeah, that's a Dolphin Dance tune. It was kind of challenging when we learned it, but we got it now, I think.
You think you got that one down packed now?
I think, yeah. I actually should practice on it every day, but, when I first started to learn some of these jazz tunes, it was a long time ago, like 30 years, and the first one that stumped me was Giant Steps.
Wow.
You know Giant Steps?
Yeah.
This guy from the Bay came in and he jumped on my organ and he played Giant Steps and he kicked the bass at the same time. And I was like, oh, man, I got work to do.
Yeah, man. There's some brothers in the Bay that will definitely always show you a trick up their sleeve. That's what I love about the Bay Area, too.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I actually got a chance to hang out last night and catch Raphael Sadiq, E40, and Dave Chappelle.
They performed with them?
Yeah, and he actually did a live on the spot, like drum machine. I forget who was on keys, and I apologize too because so much going on today. But yeah, Dwayne Wiggins' son, matter of fact, was on keys.
So they did.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow, I didn't know he brought a band with him.
Yeah, well, it was just him and I want to say start with a D. I can't even think right now. But yeah, the brother was playing his fingers off, man. I mean, they just did two tunes that was so cold. Shout out to Raphael Sadiq and his whole team over there.
That sounds awesome, man.
Man, that jazz thing is crazy. Shout out to Live Music, all our sponsors, Live Action Music. We apologize for my delay. I apologize too, making the whole team wait. But we are so honored and pleasured to have you. I wanted to just celebrate you, talk about some piano stuff, you know, joke around a little bit. I know you got a bunch of merchandise coming out, piano lab stuff. We brought you a special gift today from Go to Bed, Uptown Takeout, which is one of our sponsors. Shout out to them. And, yeah, man, it's just good to see you. You're looking good, man.
Oh, man, I'm hanging in there.
Doing all right.
I've been doing a lot of work with some stuff at the college that's kind of slowed me down from my music thing, but I'm getting back on board with your help.
Man, I appreciate that. That's what we're here for, Live Action Music Studios.
Yeah.
You know, we created this platform to be able to highlight the city, you know, give people their flowers while they're still here. You know, there's so much going on with the COVID.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Terrell, Marlon Bowen. It was so much. The list goes on. But we just wanted to highlight, you know, the moments, man, and the music, the history.
It's kind of horrible that people have to die for this COVID thing, man. It just irritates me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be a victim too, you know?
Me too. We all could have. I know some of us might have got sick in the past or something. And, you know, car accident, whatever. You know, you can just, life is so valuable.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just appreciate this opportunity. You know, that's why I wanted to thank Live Action again, just for, you know, understanding and being there for me and having our back. And, you know, you, of course, y'all very patient. Always been a great man since I known you. You know me, what I always needed to work on. You know what I mean?
You come a long way, doctor.
I appreciate it. When I met you, man, it was a blessing from God, because I felt like without my left hand, which was you, you told me, and you got to do the left hand and get the solo with the right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Warrington. He picked it up.
Yeah.
It was a few brothers in there, but, man, we was going crazy, man, just being able to watch you show us the one, you know, the 4-5-1. I think it was the
2-5-1.
2-5-1.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And it was just so many different exercises, man. I was in the studio at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing the studio classes
Yeah,
with the Reasons and the Pro Tools.
Yeah. Well, you came out good, man. I mean, Warrington went through as far as he went. I don't know how many classes, but he just stopped and started playing the church music
Man,
on the
the
side.
brother was so cold. I almost felt like he didn't need it.
He
But
did.
it was so much of a paperwork business thing going on at the time. I felt like I needed it to be able to prove to some of these labels and these record execs, you know, that I really work with Reggie. Like, we don't just, you know, we really can read music, you know. And then my eyesight, you know, as we get older, of course. So that kind of like held me back personally from reading. But I always respected you for being able to hold that craft, you know, to the 100%.
I wish I could have hooked up with you back in those days. I knew Marlon, of course. But yeah, I don't work over there anymore. Sac City, I don't know why. They just canceled the jazz improv out.
The whole program. Huh?
Yeah. Canceled my Midi class out. I'm not mad at them, you know. I just got to keep moving.
I mean, it's like technology, you know, Pro Tools, Ableton. I feel like everybody is searching for that dollar, you know. At the end of the day, it is education. But I feel like us, from where we from, obviously we got to get the resources from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Sac City College, salute to them, but they just don't have the resources.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
they actually do have the stuff to teach. I mean, they have a beautiful studio up. You've been upstairs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be upstairs.
And the guy that's teaching now, he knows what he's doing. He's the owner of Paradise.
Okay.
What's his
Oh,
name?
yeah, that was our
Kurt.
spot back in the day. Yeah, Kurt.
Kurt, yeah.
Yeah.
He's running that program.
Yeah,
So
shout out to Kurt.
I don't know if it's a okay. I don't want to mention any names because people get all offended. But
Nah, we all highlights. We all highlights on our show.
you know, the community college is put there for people to use, and you need to be able to communicate with people from the community.
Exactly.
Not just communicating with, relating to people on your level. You have to go down to their level to bring them up.
Exactly.
So,
and that's where I feel like you was one of those people.
That's what I did. Exactly what I did.
Shefflet was the guitar player. He was cool. It was another guy there, a piano guy. I want to say Aaron.
I think you're talking about the guy that got killed.
He was an older cat, but he was real cool too. Like, they had some good stuff going on. I know how it is in the music industry, and you know, education is important. I try to teach the kids to stay in school.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's real important.
I mean, people can make it out of school. It might take a little bit longer though. You asked me where I was born. Everybody asks that. I was born in Texas, but I don't have any relations or pulls to Texas. I have cousins in Texas.
We wouldn't even imagine, because you put Sac on the map so heavily.
Yeah, I wish
within the last few years to me, or decade, I should say.
Yeah, it was you know, my dad was Air Force. We moved around, and the music scene when I was growing up, you know, I started playing in Del Paso Heights. You know where that is?
Yeah. DPH.
And in Del Paso Heights, we played in these little bars.
Shout out to the Heights.
just yeah.
Yeah, the Heights is it's like the culture. It's like Oak Park and in the South area. It's like you can dig real deep and
Yeah.
find some real talent. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
We played at a place called the Sky Room. It's gone now, of course.
Mm.
Across the street from Rock's Liquor.
Oh wow, you
Yeah.
bringing back memories.
Yeah.
Now.
That's where I
There's
started
a lot
playing.
of OGs out there that probably know exactly what he talking about.
That's where I started playing, and
That's
I
crazy.
thought I was hot.
Oh, you was on fire.
No, I wasn't.
You was cracking.
I thought I was.
Hey, it wasn't nobody out here touching you.
Well, there's a guy, his name was Duck. He came in one night, man, and he burned me up. I said, dang. So after that, I just started trying to, grab some of his stuff. He couldn't do what I did, and I couldn't do it. But what he did
That's piano.
What he did was so cold. He was a kind of a funk
Slid
player.
on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I quickly copped that down.
He said, let me grab that. Let me grab that.
And then I moved on from there, and we played Oak Park. There used to be a place called the Neighborhood Center. It's still there, actually. I drive by it every time I come down 16th Street. It's at the end of 16th. It's a
Okay.
building. We used to play the dances in there. And then as time went on, we got more popular. And just to cut the story short, I mean, we ended up opening for Gladys Knight.
Wow.
Yeah, and that kind of got us onto another level for a while.
And that was the big break, huh?
Yeah, but we broke up. So I decided that I needed to keep going, and then I moved to Seattle and played. But I had to come out of the Seattle thing. They weren't real serious about music. So I came back here, and I started accidentally playing in church. And that brought me some more interesting things to pull on how to play. And,
So many great players in church, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ivan Johnson, Nehemiah Johnson. There's so many of them that's around.
Yeah, Ivan is something
It's
else.
going to kill me to not remind me of who Raphael Sadiq's nephew's name is. I want to say Dion, but that's not his name. I'm going to figure it out. He played a lot of tracks for The Weeknd, but he's also one of my favorites, too. Bay Area keyboardist. My nephew James. It's so many of them, man. The list goes on.
As you get older, I lost contact with the people I used to play with. Actually, I played on the peninsula, like San Mateo, Burlingame, that area, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I wasn't dealing with a lot of the cats from this inner city. I was in a group, and, it's only black kid in the group, and so we toured.
Sometimes it's hard to get that stuff organized. I would assume. You need a bass, a guitar.
Oh, we got it all organized.
Stand up.
They held auditions. Yeah.
So it wasn't like a union thing.
No union.
Y'all just linked up.
There was a manager involved with it. A guy that managed about 21 groups, 20-something odd groups.
Oh wow.
And
see, I always wanted to be on that scene. I got stuck in the studio. I looked up to you guys, of course, but then I also had like E40 and all these other projects that kept floating across my desk, and it's like, all right, well, which direction do I go? I got a gig tonight. I got to play at church tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what you got to stay on those gigs. You got to just practice and stay on your thing.
Yeah.
I almost didn't get that gig. A guy named Frank Martin was one step ahead of me, but he didn't. He got another gig. I think he got the Santana gig.
Oh wow.
And I took this group, and we used to practice 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day.
Real work.
We had to get ready for a tour with Barry White. And we made it happen, and we started getting more work, and they liked us, and yeah.
And then you done traveled everywhere. I'm already assuming.
Yeah, I've been on.
You done had pictures on Instagram in London, Paris.
Yeah, that Paris was my vacation, but it was fun.
Oh, okay.
We've been with that group. We went to all over Middle East.
Wow.
All of South America, Mexico, Ecuador, Canada, Puerto Rico.
This guy's been everywhere, y'all. Y'all better do y'all research, Googling Reggie Graham. Tell them your social media handle too, if you don't mind.
I'm just
you got
on.
so much going on.
Just look me up on Facebook. I mean, that's pretty
You
much.
want to make it simple for him, huh?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
That's Reggie
too.
Graham on Facebook. REGGIE GRAHAM.
That's it.
The man of the hour, Mr. Tritone.
Yeah, you guys. If you ask if I have any hobbies, well, my hobby is the piano.
That's it,
That's piano's a hobby. And if I'm not playing piano, I'm in this chair just laid back and watching TV. So that's either one or the other.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
so no sports, nothing coming up in high school.
Oh, you want to talk about the sports?
Yeah. How was it coming up, growing up? We know you from Texas. Well, pretty much been on the scene in Sac your whole life.
So I grew up in a little town called Redlands for 3 years, from first to third grade. Then we lived overseas. We came back to the States, and I was an all-star pitcher for a while until I busted my elbow up. And then I started playing football, and I was really, really good at football. I went to UC Davis.
Oh, wow.
And they wanted me
to
on
the Aggies.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on the varsity team as a freshman, but I had too many gigs, so I couldn't do it. I just told them I can't do it.
They needed to hear that sound.
I had to stay on the gig scene, so I quit playing football then. But up till then, that was my main thing, was playing football. I was just...
You could have been a wide receiver or something, man.
It's all, one thing I learned about that's about connections, too, and I had those guys. Was my coach in UC Davis became the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. But I wasn't. But I had stopped playing football by the time he got to that point. And then I dropped out of school, started out playing music, and scuffled my way up to the point where I had a little rep. And they used to put the records out. This is back in the days when cassettes were the new thing, high tech.
So you went to school in high school?
I went to
in the Heights.
I went to Roseville High School.
Oh, okay.
Because I told you my dad was in the Air Force, so we lived in a place called Cape Heart.
Oh, wow.
Which is a housing community. It's north of Antelope Boulevard, but it's just right there off of, if you're going up
Still
Watt,
hood out there.
Watt. Yeah. So they
say Roseville, they be thinking you made it.
Yeah. We were the best of Roseville, and
shout out to the Ville.
I wanted to go to Highlands High School or DPH, but my parents wasn't having
Couldn't
it.
get that far, huh?
No,
yeah.
I could have gotten there. They just wasn't having it. They
hey,
said,
that's a little trip. That's a little ride.
They said, no, you ain't going to school over there. You're going where you're
right. We're gonna keep you out the way.
You're going where you're supposed to go to school. I said, wait a minute. I thought you could go anywhere. No, you're not going anywhere. You're going to Roseville. I was like, dang.
I know. Took the whole swag out you, huh?
Yeah. But when I got there, it was cool because, I don't know, somehow or another.
It followed you.
The papers came and took pictures of me playing, and it was kind of weird. I was like...
Yeah, the music sticks out, man. That's one thing unique about your sound, and I can feel your energy from a mile away. I could be like, man, that's Reggie in there. I remember one time I was walking downtown. It was some club, and I went in there, and you was in there. And I was like, who is this? Like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. Like, it's a blessing, man, to have that in our city, for real, because we don't get that too often. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Shady Lady. Y'all had a gig last night, too. Congratulations on that.
Shady's a good spot. I've been playing there.
My boy Big Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
He's cool.
The man.
Dan the man.
Yeah, he's
on
his
plugging
game.
me in. We've talked about doing big things for a long time, and I definitely want to include you in that.
Yeah, Dan's a good guy. I don't know. I actually don't even remember. Let's see. There used to be a guy named James Pace. He plays organ, and he moved to France. He's not here anymore, but he's really good on organ.
I know he's bad with a name like that.
And so I came in one night, and he asked me to sit in, and that's how I started playing. I didn't have to go in the audition or anything. It was just, he says, man, you got a band? I said, yeah.
So when did you realize when, like, I'm about to take it up to the real next level, like, because I know you start off doing it, but when was you feel like in your career where you was just like, all right, I'm about to buckle down and really turn it up?
Well, when I was with Santos Morales, that's the groups I got with, we could use a studio. So I spent time in there playing, but the music that they were wanted to work on, was different than the music that I wanted to do. And so eventually I quit the group and started trying to make it on my own. For a little short while, I played with a band called Sun Bear for a short, 3-year interlude, and then I hate to say it, but I quit playing music for a while. And
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, I came back to Sac and I started up again. I just didn't quite get to that point where I had a manager or someone that could steer me in the right direction for getting, signed and all that stuff. I was just playing and teaching and playing. I'm still in a search of a
Please let us get it out. Just like y'all heard it live on the show, y'all. We about to close this deal tonight. Live action. Y'all ain't through with me yet, man. We got work to do here, man.
Yeah.
Your piano is so amazing, man. What's your favorite piano to play on anyway? What, Steinway or?
Yeah, Steinway or Kawai.
Shout out to Steinway too. We're looking for sponsors.
Yeah. I play what I have now is the Yamaha M88.
Okay.
It's the latest thing they put out, I believe. It's nice
like
and light.
C7 or something.
It's 88.
Oh, okay, 88 keys.
I decided after I got I still have it actually. It's a Motif ES7.
Oh yeah, that was
and they're short on the keys. They don't go to 88.
So you like the electric keyboard more, or you more old school?
I like both.
Okay.
It depends on the situation.
Right.
I've got a studio and I've got a piano there, and I'm slowly getting it ready to.
I'm coming to the piano lab too.
So you could record.
I ain't that tight yet.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
You want the piano?
Every time I hear you, I'm like, I gotta come to the piano lab.
And the piano lab's open to all people that want to learn.
It's cracking. Y'all make sure y'all come to the piano labs. Reggie Graham is the man. He gonna brush you down with the chops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get live action right. He said he ain't confident. We gonna bring him over there too. He gonna go through the same pain I went through. We're gonna watch the left hand, watch the right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta have that left hand.
You gotta be moving.
Yeah, I wanted to play piano since as a career for a long time, and so
it takes patience.
Yeah, I'm almost doing it now, but I've got this other job. My day job is teaching music and stuff at the college, but
it's so humble. You see how he said it, y'all? He's teaching. He really blessing y'all. He giving y'all an opportunity to change your life. Shout out to my mom, too. I feel like she changed my life when I heard her playing the piano, because we got a Steinway.
Oh, really?
So it's like,
that's great.
We be trying to figure it out. Like, should we keep it, trade it, polish it?
Well,
so much history, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, if you decide to get rid of it, call me.
I was definitely going to ask you, you know what I mean? We can come take a look at it and tell me what the next move is.
Yeah. You don't want to keep it?
I mean, it's sentimental, so I do want to keep it. But at the same time, we got to grind. You know, we got to C7 it up or do something. We got to.
I've got a real old piano built in 1846. Wow. It's all wood inside. There's no metal inside of it. Ooh. And I wanted to get rid of it. I'm trying to sell it, but I couldn't find anybody. It's beautiful. It's ornate with all that old stuff.
It'll take us about 2 years, but we can build it. I'll put some money up.
I saw I got
a GoFundMe or something.
It's in good shape. So, but I'm not. I don't know. My wife talked me out of selling it.
I like them. They like old schools. I mean, I would really gut mine and carve my name in it and do all the fancy stuff myself.
She likes that look of it.
And straight from New York too. Cool. We moving right along. Number 7. So, what other genres of music you don't like or wouldn't perform? Because I know you love everything.
Yeah, I don't put any barriers up there. I mean, I take it from the other way. I like jazz. Then I like gospel.
You can't say that, because if a rock dude called you right now with some of that,
I can play that too.
You
rock
can blend
music.
something in with that.
Oh yes, I can play rock. Shoot, nothing to it.
Here, Mr. Tritone, y'all. Y'all heard it. All y'all rock groups out there on Fruit Ridge and 88th, where it started. Y'all know what to do.
I mean, it's not like you don't have to be real super complicated playing that music.
Yeah. It's not though.
Yeah.
It's just really your vibe, huh?
Yeah. So I play. I got a call once to play a country gig, man, out
That's
in
crazy.
Roseville. It was cool, I have some country chops, and
I was about to say, do you read that stuff? Like, how does that?
Yeah, they have little chord
They got a little
symbols.
chart.
Chord symbols.
Does that irritate you when people just hand you something that's written? Or do you
With
just
chord
wanna go
symbols?
up there
No, I like it. What probably is when they send me something, give me something that's all notes.
Yeah, that's
Then
what
I
I'm
have to
saying.
kinda
I'm like,
decipher.
that's work.
But when I went back to college,
Mm-hmm.
I had to take classical piano. I took it for 6 years, and I got to the point where I could just read through that too.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like a super.
You didn't teach me that trick.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm just playing.
that was after.
You did tell me to write it out though. You was like, man, just put C minor 7 or 13 or
Yeah,
don't worry about.
You should learn the chord symbols.
Okay, I'm getting back into it. I'm wearing glasses now. I don't have them today, but I'm sitting down slowly.
Cool.
Turn the phone off and just let it go.
Yeah, don't take too long though. Don't take too long.
Hey, I'll be saying that with you about the Pro Tools, man. Come on, man. Come adapt to this MacBook, man. We looking for sponsors. Apple, y'all hear this music that this guy is making? iTunes, Empire. Come on, let's close this deal. This is Mr. Tritone at his best. If y'all ever want jazz, Robert Glasper, who's one of your favorites you want to work with, by the way, anyway, because I know there's so many collaborations.
Well, my favorite pianist is, of course, Herbie Hancock.
All time. That's mine, too. That's crazy.
But there's a guy down in L.A. I think his name is Kevin. And we just kind of, hit each other with little things. But he's one of the heavyweights down there.
Carter is raw to me, too.
Carter.
Terrell's brother.
Terrell.
Super raw.
You're talking about, not Terrell.
Tracy.
Tracy.
Go crazy.
Tracy, we did a thing years ago, man.
I never even met him, but I just know the power he possessed. Age Steel, man, we got so much talent in my city, man. We gotta do something. Let's do a compilation or something.
Yeah, Tracy, we were both called to work with Helen Stevenson. She's dead now, but she was a gospel artist here in the Bay Area and throughout the Sacramento, through the whole states.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked for 2 keyboardists, and I got the call. And the other one was Tracy, and we learned her music and did the thing, the show. But in between the songs, we could play what we wanted really low.
Oh, that's hard.
And so
that's when y'all cut up.
I'd put something out there, and then Tracy would jump on it and play it, and then we back and forth. But then I said, I'm going to stump him with this one. He won't know this one.
He ain't going to know this one up.
I put that out there, and I looked up.
But you hit him with like some world music or something?
No, it was gospel.
Oh, okay.
It had to be gospel, but I think it's called I'm
my
Jesus.
cousin be doing that to me. He'll hit me with something that's out of the genre, and I'll be like,
man,
you got me.
he got that. He has perfect pitch.
That's crazy.
And,
PJ Morton like that too. Shout out to PJ. He go crazy.
Yeah.
BJ got the nerves to put me in there with Mike and Keys and all. I'm like, bro, for reals. BJ in there like, PJ. All of them. They just crazy, man.
Yeah,
like,
that.
We passed due for an LA trip too. You know that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Live action too. They got the big bus. They've been hiding out. They trying to kick me out the group, but I ain't going nowhere.
They got a
I'm here to
bus?
stay. Yeah, we got a lot going on. They got so much going on. They get frustrated at me because I'm late. So, I get it. It's business.
What are they looking for?
A guy like you to get on that bus.
If there's a destination with a gig at the end,
Tell
that's
them, blow
cool.
that dust off, get the gas card out. We're going to do this last Dave Chappelle run. You feel me?
For the destination at the end, I'll load up and go down there and knock it out.
Oh, we moving right along, man. I love this. We having so much fun.
Yeah.
Number 9. So your favorite key to play in? What we doing? What key?
I don't have that. Let me tell you something.
You ain't one of them guys?
No.
E flat, F minor?
I can play. I love E flat.
My fingers be hurting after certain, man. I'm like, I'm going to stay right here.
Let me tell you something, man. When I start getting to the level, I learned that you need to play in every key.
You always told me that.
And it was really apparent for me because when I started touring, I played in every key except for B. And so what I did, I wrote a song in B, and that helped me learn to know the 5 sharps.
See, people don't even know. They don't. They call themselves a piano. That's why I don't do that. I never considered myself a piano or a keyboard god or GoldFingaz. Like I got that name from my big homie, but that was like for production. That was never for all my fans. It was never Mr. Tritone. Okay, I'm not Mr. Tritone.
Yeah.
Don't book me talking about play Herbie and all this stuff with the staff notes written. I'm not him.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to be good, and I just said, I talked to some guys. I went to a thing with George Duke.
Okay.
When I was 21, long time ago.
Wow.
Like when I was
I'm
gonna
have to go through some of your photos and stuff. You got some history, man.
Well, he came to Monterey Peninsula College, and at that time I was down in Monterey.
Wow.
And that's where I met my wife, and so I was up at the college hanging out. Yeah, she was doing her thing, and I found out he was going to be there. I said, "Oh man, I got to see
What a better
this."
way, huh?
So I went in and listened to him, and he did his lecture and everything. And then he asked for someone to come he could work with. Nobody even moves. I was like, "What's wrong with y'all? I'm gonna go down there. I'm not even a student." So I'm going down there. I sat down because it was like a set up like an amphitheater. So I walked on down there, and she says, "Oh, cool, got somebody." So we started exchanging things. Of course, I couldn't show him anything. But he showed me some stuff, and he told me what to work on. He said, "You need to work on that left hand. You don't have a left hand. The left hand's going to beat
He
you
kept
right
it real
hand."
with you, huh?
Oh, yes, he did. Man, he could play a lick with his right hand and play the same exact lick with the left hand.
I hate when cats.
It kind of depressed
Mark
me.
Knox. I hate him. That's my little brother.
Mark's
Smooth.
cool. I took Mark under my wing, man.
He out there with Snoop and Battle Cat and G1 and the best of them.
I got Mark when he first came out. He was at about 18, and he hung out with me. I had him play a concert with me at my church. And
Crazy.
It's funny because he didn't tune his guitar, basically. He's like, I said, "Dude, you got to tune to me."
All
the
over
piano.
the place. That was probably when he was in producer mode, too.
And he says, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, that low string is E. I'll tune you, give you an E, then we'll go
give
A,
you an E real quick.
D, G."
We're going to go through the whole.
And that's how we got tuned up. I don't know if he kept using that or not, but
he know it now.
Yeah.
But surely he be up there. I'll be like, "Bro, what is you playing?"
Yeah.
He didn't learn stuff from Marlon, Raphael, everybody. He's cold.
Yeah,
Leonard Laughlin.
I talked to him the other day. I seen he was on live on Instagram. I bunted in there and talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Want me to come to L.A. and work with him?" I said, "Man,
we got to do something, man. It's only right. The BAP notes. We got, man, come on, man. We got family out here. They going crazy.
Got Mr. Perkins, Percolator.
Come on, Mr. Perkins. You know what I'm saying? We got Derek Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Derek Allen's just about made it, though, man. He had 2 gold records.
Come on, man. I just be asking him, just coach, put me in the game, coach, and I'm here. I'm whatever you want to do. But he always been like that. Like with me, it's so organic. Bobby G, all of them, they was all my neighbors. So it's organic love. These guys was my neighbors. That's why they hate me so much right now, because we've been together for so long. You know what I mean? They know. They be like, "Goldie, you have to X, Y, Z." You know, we be trying to execute, but they don't understand too. My hat is like split. Like you see how your hat is just one. Mine's just like I got like 8 on them split. You know what I'm saying?
You change your hat for different jobs.
We just got a new office in Del Paso. I didn't want an office, but guess what? Don't nobody want an engineer. So I'm teaching classes too. Y'all come to my class. Hit us up. Live action music. We doing seminars here. Ableton. NPC, we doing all that, and of course, can we include you on this package?
Sure.
That would be the Piano Lab extravaganza. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can do something live in here too.
Yeah.
Liven this room up a little bit.
I was thinking, is there a way, or maybe somebody's already done it? You know, like you're teaching new software, for example, and so you're going to use the Reason book. That's what the program is. They haven't digitized it or made it so you could go online and just, I want to get chapter 1 and pay X amount of dollars and download it.
Just on Reason?
Yeah, on that particular program.
I mean, they have all kind of, man, it's so easy to get information now. Like, it's just a matter of us sitting down and executing it. Shout out to Mike and Keys. They showed me the whole propeller head layout. You know, we did Nipsey, T.I., all kind of stuff through Reasons.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm still looking for my sponsor too, but I'm already sponsored. So I'm very grateful and blessed. And man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. We're gonna go into this commercial break. Is there any other shout outs you want to give before we go into this commercial break?
Oh, shout out to my friends and colleagues at Folsom Lake, Philip and Michael, and Portia. Portia's a whiz on the computer.
That's dope.
I'm so glad I ran
Whole
into
team.
her. Yeah, she's on. I say I'm on her team. Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, she's cool. And then of course my wife, she's always there, and my daughter Rihanna.
You got a beautiful family. I seen that. Yeah.
They're always encouraging me, want me to go to the next level from where I'm at.
I appreciate y'all too for taking care of my main man, Professor Right Hand.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a blessing. It's a beautiful day today. Live action music. Once again, thank you so much. We're going to go into this segment, let y'all hear a little bit of this Mr. Tritone.
All right.
Yeah, y'all enjoy.
Dolphin dance?
I think we're doing off and dance. Man, that was a blessing right there from Mr. Tritone himself, man. The quartet group, man, that's classic, man.
That was the old quartet group.
Okay.
It was a good group too, but we had to keep moving.
Yeah. Nah, I mean it's a workout. Every day is a new day.
Yeah. New day, new people.
Yeah, new sound. You might grab the piano different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go ahead and get you another shot, man. You want what you need. Shout out to Barefoot too. We looking for our sponsors. I like these little rosés. We sipping on a little bit of.
You got another rosé over there in your backpack?
Mark Ham. Hey, could y'all bring us another? There might be a rosé out. Let me see. But I know we got the wine on deck too for sure. If there is, they'll bring you one out the refrigerator.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We looking for sponsors. Thank you, Live Action. Everybody that came through with Mr. Tritone. And that was him in the basement going crazy on that piano. Man, where's this all this inspiration coming from, man?
It's just in the air, man. It's in the
That's
air.
that cool, smooth jazz right there, man. They stopped doing the jazz stations.
Yeah,
The radio. It's crazy.
it's
You gotta go to XM or something now.
now on Sirius. I got that, but doesn't the one in town don't even play jazz at all?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I ain't heard it. I've been tuning in. All our stations is getting rewired, so I don't know. They need to give us a station, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, that's our goal. Our goal here is to put the foot down and not let up.
Yeah.
So shout out to Brandon, man. Kendricks, that's my brother. I seen him over there on bass now.
Yeah,
Playing
he plays bass. Yeah.
Last time I seen him, he had a guitar in his hand.
Yeah, he plays the both. That's what I was saying when I met him. I met him when he was right out of high school. Now he's grown, but he played every instrument. I said, dude, what do you really
That's my
play?
bro, too. When I met him, he was making beats on the Triton. Slappers, too. Yeah, bangers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got R&B, all kind of different genres. And then you got on the drums, Lim McEwen.
Yep.
Shout out to him too. He jazzing. That's a cool brother right there. Man, that's a blessing, man. We don't have enough of that in our city.
Mm-hmm.
So please keep that going.
Yeah.
So this the funnest part of the show, man, to me, is the fun facts of the day. And the fans want to know about Reggie Graham.
Okay,
Mr.
what the-
Tritone.
I'm an open book.
All right, so the first one, man, and there's no right or wrong. Well, actually, there might be on this one. It's trivia questions. I just snagged a couple. What does, now I'll make sure I pronounce this right, gravis cymbalo mean?
Am I supposed
I
to?
can even give you a clue. A, guitar, B, keyboard, or C, piano.
I think it's got to be guitar.
We got Reggie on that one, the first one. Nope, it means piano.
What?
Yeah, I know. I had to look it up, man. I was like, let me see what Reggie don't know about the piano.
That's from what language?
So gravis cymbalo, that means piano. I don't know why. I looked it up. So who actually invented the piano? A, Bartolomeo di Francesco Cristofori, or B, Antonio Meucci?
I'll go with the first one.
You are exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he invented the piano, which was crazy. He got a long name, too. Bartolomeo.
Can you imagine back in those days, man, trying to invent a piano?
Like, what was you on?
I don't know how they
Changed
did
our
it.
life.
And then to get the tuning right and everything.
Then he was like, I'm going to go get some ivory keys.
Yeah.
And then do black and white.
Yeah. Shoot.
Cold brother right
Yes,
there,
sir.
man. That's a cold dude. Shout out to Bartolomeo di Francesco and the whole family. All right, so number 3, who is known for building the largest piano in the world at 19 feet? Is it Beethoven or Adrian Mann?
It's probably Adrian Mann.
I knew you knew that one. Yeah, he got that 19-footer
Yeah.
in gold. I think it's gold on it. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was from New Zealand, I think.
I don't know how he did that.
15 years old, he started building it. Took him
Wow.
4 years.
Wow.
We got 4 years in us, man. Let's go. I think me and you could put together something.
Wow.
It might be a little cricket on the edges, but you know what I mean? We're going to make this thing happen, man. We're going to put something together. All right, so what's the name of number 4? Most expensive piano in the world? The Steinway or the Galaxy piano?
Galaxy.
How'd you know about the Galaxy, man? What you know about You
Well-
played on the Galaxy before?
No, I just heard they had something better than the Steinway. They say it's better, but
Right. They said that.
Yeah.
Till you get up on it and try to record it.
Yeah.
I heard it was made out of 24 karat gold, too. That's crazy. Moving right along, number 5. Before a gig, for your energy.
Mm-hmm.
What we drinking? Starbucks, Jamba Juice, or Dutch Bros?
Jamba Juice. Yeah,
That's a healthy way to get some energy too.
yeah.
You like the wheatgrass or?
I like the one that's a strawberry.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I get the little wheatgrass shot on the side, but I get the orange, just the basic one everybody get, the orange Julius, whatever it's called. I can't even remember the name, but I know it's fire with the vitamins in it too.
Yeah.
You gotta add the vitamins. All right, number 6. Favorite ways to write a song? With a pen and a pencil, or just improvisation?
You know, songs used to come to me when I was sleeping, and I'd
That's
wake
a
up.
hit.
When I'd wake up, and I'd think I would remember it, but later on, I would just dissolve in the midst of what I've been thinking about. So now, I haven't got one in a while, but if I get a song, I get up in the middle of the night, go to the piano, and record it. That's how I do it. But I can write without that. You got to have a point that you're writing to. Somebody say, write a song about that blue or that black tab over there. Well, what's about it? You know, you got to find out what's about your subject. A lot of people like to write love songs and that whole thing, or I like to write a song about a person or a place. Yeah. So you just got to work with that.
That makes sense. That's dope. Number 7, night person or early morning? What we doing?
Night person.
You up all night, huh?
Yeah.
I might have to pass on that one, man. I can get up early with you, though.
Yeah.
Late night sessions for me, boy. Woo.
Yeah, to about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, that ain't too bad.
That's not too bad.
VJ tried to have me up 9 a.m. like Dr. Dre. I'm still hurting from that session, BJ. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no. Night sessions are cool because most of the times everything's done. So people aren't going to be bothering you.
That's true. Phone off.
Yeah.
It's platinum time. That's dope.
Yeah.
Number 8, nastiest thing you ever ate. You ain't got to put no companies on blast or cooks, but
It was probably what I ate yesterday.
don't give it to me.
Went in the market and I bought this, what's it?
He said it was yesterday.
Seafood. Seafood.
You play too much.
No, it was serious.
Live action, y'all better get a trash bag.
Yeah, you need more than that. I ate that sucker and it came right back up. It's like, oh my God.
You had one of them the wishing wells. It went down. And you didn't know what happened.
And I don't
I
ever
wish you
throw
well.
It was horrible. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you too, Reggie Graham. Do you like Teddy Grahams?
But they're chocolate little things.
Yeah,
they're all right.
That was my shit. I tear some Teddy Grahams up.
Yeah, they're all right.
We was gonna bring you some. Y'all owe me some Teddy Grahams live action. This the real Graham right here. All right. Number 9, moving right along. Favorite sports team? The fans want to know.
My favorite team.
What you watching on the weekend, man? What we doing?
I like to try to catch there's like three teams. It's the Chiefs. The guy in Seattle, the Birds. What's the name of Seattle?
Seahawks. That's right. That's right.
And then the 49ers.
Oh, so you big football.
Yeah.
Monday nights, it's tied up.
Yeah.
Don't call Reggie for a session on a Monday night or a Sunday.
You know what? I don't get
He's
to
not
watch.
gonna answer.
I don't get to watch TV anymore. I used to watch it all the time, but now I got so much stuff going on, man. Don't even get a chance.
I mean, you can come here. They got TVs everywhere, man. You can make a beat and watch TV at the same time.
Like I came home the other night, I thought I was going to watch TV.
The TV watched you up.
I had to get ready to go to the Shady Lady,
Oh, yeah, that girl, huh?
Yeah.
She was calling you again, huh?
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Crazy.
You can't cheat on her for wifey.
Yeah. No.
Shady. Bit shady will get you in trouble.
The shady is shady.
Shout out to Dan the Man. If y'all ever want to hear real jazz, go down to R Street, ask for Dan the Man, tell him GoldFingaz and Mr. Tritone sent you, and have a seat and a good meal and enjoy your weekend. Yeah. All right, number 10. If you had one instrumental to get produced, and you don't have to say live action and fireworks just because it's us, but who would it be? I mean, on your album, like, you know, dead or alive, it don't matter.
Well, I've got a tune for my album. The first CD, it's going to be a tune by Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, you hit me with my favorite.
Ribbon in the Sky. I've already tracked it all out. I mean, it sounds great. And
we got to get that cleared, too. I'm going to see if I can reach out and make that happen, officially.
I want to take the different piano sound. That's the only thing I need to change. And I was going to let Lim play on it, but we'll see.
You ever tried Keyscape, or you just want to go live piano?
I want the same piano I recorded.
Oh, okay.
So it'll just
be
like
an actual piano.
A MIDI switch.
Oh, okay.
It's all MIDI.
That's how they doing it now?
Well, that's how I did it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was about 5 years
Producer
ago.
tips, y'all. I hope y'all listening.
I mean, you know, you can do whatever way you want. We were talking about this earlier.
They do it with drums, too.
Yeah, some people will only do things that are on Ableton or whatever. But no, it's what works for you. And pianos can be replaced, too.
See, I learn something every day.
Yeah.
Well, man, it was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, likewise.
We brought you a special gift. Shout out to Go to Bed. Rest in peace to Gavin. But this was his line, Go to Bed, dog boxer. We train a lot of fighters in the city. He's one of the best. Hope you can fit it. If you don't, you can take it back.
If it's a larger.
Shout out to Money to Be Made. We got him in the building, too. Might have to get this away, too. This is dope. It's an extra large. I don't know what size you wear. It's a large right here. But, yeah, we coming through with new merch. Shout out to Fireworks, the whole team, man. And thank you for having me, for having us. Live Action, thank you.
My pleasure.
For your blessings back there. Matt, Aaron, the whole team.
Thanks for having me, man.
Ben, appreciate you.
Yeah.
We out this thing.